Srila Maharaj speaking about the part of dedication. Very good. So the next, he speaks about sacrifice, our mundane experience, little heart, little. Do you want to leave? Srila Maharaj says, then come to die. We shall have to invite wholesale dissolution of everything in our experience. Hegel's words help us. He said, die to live. So what has to die? What that I can live really eternal. So what is generally considered a concrete, valuable thing must be cast into the fire in exchange for some hope that is unknown and unknowable. This is this great risk. We have to wholesale delusion of everything in our experience, what we experienced in this material world. We have to throw away. And make the step towards the Lord. What is generally considered concrete, valuable thing must be cast into the fire in exchange for some hope that is unknown and unknowable. So, because we do not know Krishna, we do not, and we can never know him fully. So it is not that it is a risk. But this risk, no gain. All risk, all gain. The saints say and the Shastras say. So, but we are not on this level that we say. We risk letting everything and just depending on him. That is sacrifice. In Vedic ritual, we pour clarified butter into the fire as a sacrifice to please the Lord. So ghee is a valuable foodstuff. It's burned in the fire to create a healthier atmosphere. Of course, to say such a thing is improper and ridiculous according to material understanding. Yet the benefit from the unknown quarter is there. So even we do not know, even we cannot understand if we are materialistic. This ghee is a very high-class foodstuff. And we offer it to the Lord in the fire. To say such a thing is improper and ridiculous according to material understanding. But the benefit from the unknown quarter is there. So if it's properly performed and offered, then there's coming something from the unknown quarter. It's coming back. So, but this we have now in Kali, we have lost this faith. Now we have this offering in the fire, this different paraphernalia, but we have practically no faith that something will come back. Also when we see the donation box here, you know, they think if they put in the 2 rupee coins or some paisa, it has to just be sound there. And all kind of money. Then we think I have offered, so I will get benefit. But what we offer, you know, I find then some paper money, you know. I got $1, you know, half it was ripped, and some rupees, 10 rupees or 20, 50, also damaged, you know. So those they can never use anymore there. They offer this to the Lord and they expect they will get something. Of course something will be there, I give something. But it is, we cannot, Krishna knows. We don't want to risk too much. So be disgusted with your known world of knowledge, of pleasure and everything. So when you're disgusted with your known world of knowledge, of pleasure and everything, try to leave. When you're disgusted of these things, then you want to renounce it, then you want to, then it's easier. Now it appears to be all risk, no gain. So we think when I give up this material plane and all this nice, I'm attached, then it appears to be all risk, and I will not get anything for it. So this is, we are very afraid. Then when the destination is reached to a certain extent, it will be all gain, no risk. Actually, what we risk is all concoction, misunderstanding. We only need to throw our misconception into the fire to gain a proper conception of reality. When the unreal is put into the fire, we gain the real. This is what die to live means. Here in this world we are habituated to think, I'm monarch of all, I survey. We want to become a ruler. Whether we are surveying or not, our tendency is to want to be a monarch. All of us want to be a monarch. There is also another reactionary group that says, I do not want anything. I want nothing but dreamless sleep. Cessation is the most valuable thing in our experience, complete cessation of this life. So these two kind of persons, you know, those who want to attain all the pleasures of this material world. And after many lifetimes they came to the conclusion, it is frustrating. I cannot really enjoy. Yes. So the other ones want just, I do not want anything. I want nothing but dreamless sleep. It means it is also a kind of relief, sense gratification. He wants to attain Brahman, wants to get one and be there, dreamless in the Brahman, melted. So there is also another religion that says, do not want anything, I want nothing but dreamless sleep. Cessation is the most valuable thing in our experience. Complete cessation of this life. Both these aspects of enjoyment and exploitation and renunciation must be eliminated. And we should find a third plane in which to live. That third plane is the noble life, the life of dedication, a life of duty to and for the whole, not any part. I live for the whole, and that whole is a part of Lord Krishna. This is the meaning of becoming a lover of the beautiful. In that way we have to understand and march onward. This was topic also yesterday already. We are not renouncing artificially. We are getting just another taste, a higher taste. Reality the beautiful. So dedication with the spirit of service should be always kept in mind. Sacrifice is necessary. The entire higher plane is that of dedication, not exploitation or renunciation. Exploitation, self-aggrandizement, that is exploitation. Pratishta, it's called. It must be avoided because it is dangerous in the plane of dedication. If I have the tendency to exploit, to pose as a big personality, that will be very detrimental. The faithfulness of a servant must always be maintained and protected very scrupulously. No one can deceive me, no one can check my progress except myself. So I must scrutinize and analyze my own inner temper and brush aside any undesired things. Gaudiya marjana. This Gaudiya cleaning, what is next week? What is? 6th July. Yes. It is meaning cleaning our heart. Cleans the temple just as Mahaprabhu showed us. Gaudiya marjana. There are many types of undesirable things that should be brushed aside. We should make progress and come closer to our Lord for service. He will take me closer for the quality of my service. Service must be the reward of everything. Whether studying, collecting resources, or recreating devotees, the serving spirit should be kept intact, always. So whatever we do, whatever activities, those who live in a temple, or even if they live in a household, we should always, with the attitude, is he pleased? Can I please him? Do I, my Lord? So this spirit should be kept intact always. Sharanagati means self-dedication. The manner of activity of the dedicated self will become bhakti. Whatever one may do, one will do on behalf of Krishna. One must cite Krishna's interest as the sole motivation, not some separate interest. Krishna's interest, this is devotee. If we are engaged in the interest of Krishna, this is bhakti. And amata means separate interest. It should be given up. And in the interest of others, or in the interest of myself, this is will destroy, or we become payam ditya abhiniveshata syat. Consciousness of separate interest has separated us from Krishna. That is the reason why we are here. Because we have separate interest. Our interest was not to please Him, because we are part of Him automatically. We are connected always. Also when we are in this material world, we are connected with Him. Yeah. Consciousness of separate interest has separated us from Krishna. That our consciousness deciding a separate interest means my thinking. And the common interest, the realization that all interests are harmonized in Him, that is bhakti. When the common interest is gone, everything is gone. Shravana Kirtana. They are only mere forms, not life. Is there any question? I think it's difficult to follow. See, the mind is wandering. Yes? When I am hungry, what is the best thing to do? What was your question?
How to destroy this separate interest, this unwanted thing, anarthas, how to destroy anarthas.
By deciding to become bhakta, to become a devotee, or to go back to our original, to position or consciousness. We are consciousness, we are Atma, Jivatma. Our position is to be a tiny part of Him. I will give this, the acharyas have given this example, like the hand, the feet, they are part of my body. So when the hands, I want to eat, and the hand is following my desire, then he gives food to me. But if separated, he says, no, I don't want to. Then it's useless. Hand is dead, more or less. So we can only become happy if we are serving or we have find out the interest of Krishna and pleasing him, then we will be connected with the whole. And you think Krishna is frustrated or Krishna is unhappy, and then you think, my God, they boring. No. He's always in ecstasy. He is the container of all ecstasy what exists. Transcendental ecstasy. Whatever ecstasy and pleasure and all, he is the container of this. And we are just small parts. If we connect with the original, you will experience something you cannot experience with separate interest in this world. It's not possible. We are very limited. It is also what we are speaking here is some may understand something, some may not understand. The capacity, our free will is always there. If the mind will reject it, because he will protect this I consciousness. What is when I am serving Krishna? What pleasure have what pleasure I get from this? This is our thinking in this material world. Whether I become Krishna and I arrange my universe, my small world. But we have no experience. We are living in a small universe. And there we are moving, very conditioned. We have to understand. We must Krishna consciousness, Jagannatha, the Lord of the universe. He is conscious of everything. Krishna is conscious whatever exists, every thought, everything is him. But we have turned away from him, now we're just experiencing according to our activities, our karma. It is very limited. And this is very hard to accept also from materialists. They will, at a certain point they will turn off and then it is only sound coming, but the mind is wandering. Everybody has his attachments in this world and is attracted, and he will not give up so easy, because even the pigs, the birds, the animals, they are attracted to their family, to so many things in this world, and they think they enjoy. In India, you see the pigs are there. Is the what we call here 48, government. They are removing the garbage and all this. So the pigs there, they are removing the stool and all this dirty things, and they sing, they enjoy it. And if you come near them, you have to be careful. They don't want to give you a part of their stool. Like this, we are trying to enjoy this material world. It is not enjoyment. It is artificially, but we are so attached. They want to experience, one day I will become Krishna. This is also a philosophical line. One day I will melt with him and I will be one with him. So Shravana Kirtana, they are only mere forms, not life. In order to have a life of devotion, there must be Sharanagati. Sharanagati means exclusive connection with Krishna. Exclusive identification with the interest of Krishna. Because Krishna is not seen in this plane. The Guru and the Vaishnavas are to be served. In this way one will be benefited through extreme self-abnegation and surrender according to one's disposition. That surrender will have peculiar characteristics. Shanta, Dasya, Shakya. They are different rasas or devotional dispositions. There are also subdivisions of the different rasas. In this way, each soul will be located in the plane of dedication. With our Sharanagati, means surrender. All devotional practice is mere formally. One will lose the very life thereof, and it will be something other than bhakti. According to the nature and intensity of our sacrifice, in proportion to our dedication, we will be allowed to enter the internal nectarine movement. When we disregard this principle, we become invitationists, sahajiyas. I think it's difficult to follow. Yes, but so we must be very careful, because the mundane is a perverted reflection. This mundane life is a reflection of the original. It is a reflection, a shadow. It is not the real. It is temporary. On the other hand, the Mayavadis, impersonalists, may not have any aspiration for worldly enjoyment. And when they take the name of Hare Krishna and Ram, they may manifest some sentiment, shivering and tears. They may manifest these apparent devotional symptoms. But it is also a type of perverted reflection. It is not real devotion. Because Mayavadis are committed to the creed that Narayan, Vishnu, Vaikuntha and everything other than the Brahman effulgent are within the jurisdiction of mundane idea. So Mayavadis, they are thinking all these stories about Krishna, this is something belonging to the mundane plane here. And these are illusory energy. Is there any question more? Mind is a mirror. I am soul. I am consciousness. A part of parcels of Supreme Lord. So as long as I am connected with the Supreme Lord, I am in my original position. How did you?
Sometimes we say the mind, if you explain like the mind is a mirror of the soul.
Yes, the soul is the original. We are soul, we are spirit soul. Some say we have a spirit, we have a soul. But it is not the exact expression. Also, I heard, I don't know, maybe. But I am soul, spirit soul. So when I separate from the original soul, then I get covered by mind, intellect, and then gross matter, like earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intellect, and ahankara. Ahankara means I identify with something I created in my mind. So the mind is the
Mirror of the soul. Say it sometimes.
Can we say like this? Soul is covered by the mundane energy. So the soul and the mind is it is created by the external energy. I don't know if you can connect this. But it is, if you call a mirror, yes, the soul has the desire, and the mind is reflected and contaminated. On the other side, the soul is always pure. You cannot experience a soul when we are not in a purified state. In the same way, we cannot see or cannot realize Krishna from the mental platform. So we identify with material, with this mundane world, and in this way, maybe it's like a mirror, because desire comes from the soul, and desire manifests in this world. Then it is a mirror of the soul. So I must go backwards again, coming, understanding whatever I experience in this material world is not my original, or is not my position or my eternal position. Or it's not the position I'm meant for. And the other side, we are spiritual beings. There is no mind, not mind as we experience it here. There's no if we could explain this perfectly, we would not be here. It is our misfortune that we cannot grasp this our real position, what we are, who we are. Because we are covered, we identify with this mundane conception where we are living. This is truth. And they have to take, for many of us, or all of us, we have to take thousands and thousands of births until we are coming back to the conclusion, this is not the place, there must be something more. It is very simple, but it is very difficult. Everybody has to carry his load on the shoulders of his bust. And to get rid of this, it depends on myself. Because nobody will force you. Krishna is not forcing you. Devotees, guru, or sadhus, they do not force. They can give you a hint, they can give you, they may, if we are so far opened, it depends on our past experience we had. We can accept to a certain level, but on a certain level, then it gets tilt, one says something. Then they're not more. So whatever I speak from or we hear from pure devotees, it will not arrive, it will not touch us, it will not come. Because we are taking a big sheet, we're building up a wall. Stop here. It gets too dangerous. You must understand, we do not understand this. But Krishna and the pure devotees, they can see this. This material world is a place, it's not, it is made for those who want to live, want to become God themselves, want to enjoy separately from God, who turned away. So, yes, you can do it. But what we are doing, it always ends like this. We kill each other, you know. We are fighting constantly because everybody wants to be the enjoyer. And for this we are ready to pay with our life, or we will even kill others for getting our power or whatever we want. It is not a very happy place, it's hell. But still, like the pigs, they enjoy the stool. Even they kill next to you someone, and you think of how to enjoy. This is of course. Yes, this is, there are many ways, unlimited ways. We are all part and parcels of Him. We have our position in the big transcendental body of Krishna. Everybody has his position there. We are atomic, insignificant. But we want to think that I am important. What I do and what I think this is the real thing. Can you imagine we are such insignificant, useless? And in our mind appears something, and I decide this is what I think and what I do. This is the right thing. Imitating God. And for this we have to pay the price. Can we stop here? Enough torture. Jai Srila Sitadev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jai Srila Gurudev ki jai. Nitai Gaura Pramanande Manchakalpadarupyascha Pasindhu.